Did you know some skinship scenes never made it into the final version of Queen of Tears? That's right, even though Kim Ji-won and Kim Soo-hyun spent a lot of time perfecting their on-screen chemistry, the production team decided to keep it at a minimum by removing some of the more exciting scenes they filmed. Fans found out a scene was missing after the behind-the-scenes footage of episode 5 and 6 was released. They compared this footage to the final product and noticed one particular sweet moment between Ji-won and Soo-hyun wasn't included. The deleted scene in question was related to a really wholesome moment when Hyunwoo asked Hae-in to share a bed with him for the first time in 2 years. Him wanting to be closer to her was a big deal considering their rocky relationship, and of course fans expected something spicy to happen, but they were left disappointed. Instead, we watched as they awkwardly tried to navigate through this moment as if they were just starting their relationship. This little moment between them ended with Hae-in drifting off to sleep as Hyunwoo closely watched her while holding her hand. Although this entire encounter was sweet enough, behind the scenes footage showed it could have been even cuter. It turns out that Soo-hyun and Ji-won filmed a back hug right before they made their way to the bed. They looked absolutely adorable being close to each other like that, so of course fans were enraged that it didn't make the final cut. Viewers started questioning this choice and wondered why the director decided to deprive the audience of such a wholesome moment. Some people started reading into the deleted scene a bit more and theorized that it told us something about Hae-in and Hyunwoo's dynamic. In the clip, it was very noticeable that Hae-in had a much more reserved reaction to the hug, a bit too reserved for the liking of most fans. They commented that this laid-back response of hers probably hinted at the fact that there was still a bit of disagreement between the two, showing that they weren't completely comfortable around each other just yet. Keeping this in mind, some viewers defended the director's choice to delete the scene, saying that it wouldn't have fitted the awkward stage their relationship was at that point in the drama. The two had just reconciled after a long separation, so they had to warm up to each other and adjust themselves to one another's presence. A rushed skinship scene like that would have probably looked out of place, and it would have ruined their development arc. Fans explained the production team probably had the choice to either include this scene or the clip of them holding hands, and the director opted for the latter in order not to do too much. There's another cute moment between Ji-won and Soo-hyun that never made it to our screens. This one wasn't scrapped by the director, it just wasn't official footage. Last year, several people spotted the cast filming in Germany, but at the time, they had no idea that Queen of Tears was in full production. While Ji-won and Soo-hyun were going about their day, filming their scenes, a passerby took an adorable picture of them, not knowing that they were acting. This person genuinely believed they were capturing a sweet moment between just a regular couple, not knowing anything about Ji-won, Soo-hyun, or Queen of Tears whatsoever. This person posted the picture on their social media. Eventually, a fan found it and spread the word, showing other fans just how adorable the two looked. The picture is so high quality, it actually looks like a vacation photo of an average couple. Moving on, did you know that Queen of Tears actually had most likely 2 different endings? Netizens have filled online communities with posts stating that the show was originally supposed to have a really sad ending, and there's some proof of it. According to them, Hae-in was supposed to pass away in 2034, but of course that didn't end up happening. Many people already thought the production team hinted at her passing throughout several episodes. For instance, in episode 11, the crew decided to play Oh My Darling, Clementine in the background of the heartbreaking scene where Hae-in's father learns about her illness. The meaning of this song is pretty devastating, as the singer sings about a father who tragically loses his daughter. Many believed this was the screenwriter's way of foreshadowing Hae-in's fatal end. The finale showed us that she does end up passing away, but only after having lived a long and fulfilling life. She and Hyunwoo have a daughter together, and they pretty much lived happily ever after in this version. The claim that the drama had a different devastating ending in which Hae-in passes away very early on was based on a picture of her alleged tombstone that's been circulating online. On the headstone, you can clearly see her name and birthday, suggesting that it does belong to her. This tombstone states that she passed in 2034, which doesn't match the timeline of the drama's finale. Of course, no one knows whether this picture is real or fake, but it has made fans think about the ending of the show. Many are speculating that the production team actually filmed 2 separate finales and chose the happier one last minute. The reason fans believe this has everything to do with who wrote the drama. Queen of Tears was created by Park Ji-eun, who also worked on the smash hit series Crash Landing on You. When Crash Landing on You finished airing, there was a lot of speculation that she had written 2 different endings for that drama as well. Nobody knows whether she actually did write 2 endings, but having the same rumor going around twice definitely isn't a coincidence. According to fans, Hae-in's tumor was supposed to make a return after a 10-year period of remission, causing her to pass away 40 years earlier than she did in the finale. However, many believe that the production team changed its mind after seeing the negative responses fans had to these leaks. Many viewers desperately wanted Hyunwoo and Hae-in to have a happy ending, so Hae-in passing away so early on would have enraged a lot of people. A netizen wrote that this shows just how much the writers wanted to appease fans, as it wasn't about the plot, but more about the viewers' reactions. Of course, all of this should be taken with a grain of salt, since none of it has been verified. Despite that, fans have been looking for evidence that backs up the theory, and some things are definitely a little suspicious. Something that was very off is the fact that although Hyunwoo and Hae-in lived a long life and started a family, they barely had any pictures with their kids and grandchildren. The only pictures that the couple had with their daughter was from when she was really young. Fans believe that the lack of pictures with their daughter at an older age probably suggests that Hae-in was originally supposed to pass away when she was only a kid. Tons of viewers argued that a sad ending would have made much more sense, keeping in mind the serious nature of Hae-in's illness. Some fans stated that it felt slightly unrealistic that Hae-in was able to recover from cancer that quickly after undergoing minimal treatment. It would have made a bigger impact if Hae-in did actually end up passing away, even if it would have upset a big part of the audience. Others believe the choice to play it safe was for the better, since many wouldn't have been able to handle such a traumatic ending. Queen of Tears became one of the most popular K-dramas of all time, but it's safe to say opinions were very divided when it came to the finale. Quite a lot of people were left unsatisfied, since they argued that the happy ending we were presented with was too generic and cliche. Besides, it kind of watered down all the dangers that were present in the previous episodes, failing to deliver a final emotional gut punch to the audience. There's another moment that happened while shooting that we unfortunately never got to see. In episode 10, Hae-in is standing behind the door while Soo-hyun is telling her he loves her. Of course, the fact that he was able to express his love for her like that was already sweet enough, but in the deleted clip, Hae-in softly touches the door as he says that, showing that she was really moved by his words. Although it's a really small detail, it adds so much meaning to their dynamic, so fans were really confused as to why the director would decide to cut off that part from the episode. There was another intense clip that was cut from the show, which means viewers got to see less of Soo-hyun's incredible acting. A fan took a screenshot of the behind-the-scenes footage showing a moment where Hyunwoo seems in serious despair. He's still wearing his rings and the signs are in German, meaning this happened during their time in Germany. It was never included in the drama though, which means the director probably scrapped it. Perhaps his expressions were a little too intense for that part of the drama, so it had to be removed. Funnily enough, clips of the Queen of Tears wrap-up party started going around online, and some fans genuinely believe this was deleted footage from the drama because Ji-won and Soo-hyun's chemistry was just that good. In the clip, the two are cutting a cake together, still in character, as if they're a real couple. The two got so emotionally invested in each other during their time on set that it was hard for them to break free from their roles. During their final shoot, the two embraced each other tightly and even cried about the fact that the drama came to an end. They probably built friendships for life on that set, and we can't wait to see more of them